Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to wish you guys a great weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I'm thankful for the nice sunshine. Although we're going to be complaining in a month about how hot it is, the triple digit weather. We can't have it both ways, right? Well, I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm going to dive right into it. The topic I'm going to be covering today is peer pressure. And I think, that's really huge because so many of us have dealt with peer pressure in many different situations. We deal with it in our whole lives, from our family, from our friends, when we go to school, on the job, when we're out with our friends. So, I want to explain maybe just a few examples of peer pressure and how we can try to maneuver over that peer pressure and not give into it. So, my first point about peer pressure is I think it comes from a place where uh, people they try to change who you are as a person. They try to force you into doing things that you don't want to do, and out of fear, we give in because if we're out with our friends, we're out with our family, we're afraid of letting people down. We're afraid of being labeled as, oh, he's no fun, she's no fun, she's a downer, she can't come, she sucks, he sucks. And I want to break it to you guys is that it's okay to be different. It's okay not to give in to our friends, and it's okay to say no. But I think we don't want to say no because we don't want to seem to be uncool. And that's farthest from the truth. It's a free country. We can make our own decisions for grown adults, or you can even be a kid. And if you have enough sense to know, no, I don't want to do this, then that's your right. You shouldn't be forced to do anything. It's all about surrounding yourself with people who share the same values, that share the same beliefs, who believes in you, and positivity things will happen. But if we're surrounded by people who are trying to force us to do things that we don't want to do, we may feel uncomfortable. There may be consequences, but because we don't want to be uncool, we go along with it. Another example is like, we see it all the time in movies, in high school, college, even on in the workplace. Suppose that we want to be a part of, you see these group of people, you want to be a part of the organization, you want to be a part of the clique in high school, college. You have your jocks, you have your nerds, whatever, right? Um, so, but what do you have to do? You have to prove your worth. They're not just gonna let you in with open arms, like, man, you're such a great person. Like, yeah, come hang out with us. You're awesome. No, you have to prove yourself, and it's peer pressure. They may say you need to go beat up this kid. You need to go steal these shoes. You need to do this. You need to do that. Something that's like, against the rules. And if you don't do it, well, you're not going to be a part of our group, and we're not going to associate ourselves with you. But why do we put ourselves in that situation? I think it comes to a point where we want to feel like some sort of importance. We want to have we want to have some status. We want to appear to be cool. And I think a part of that comes from low self esteem because we don't feel that we're good enough. But I want to tell you that you are good enough. Everybody is different. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to be a loner if that's what you're comfortable with. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's different. There's so many people in this world. We all have different personalities. We all have different things that makes us tick. And you shouldn't force yourself or subject yourself in doing things that you don't want to do just to prove your worth to be around a certain amount of people. Don't do it. Walk away. Find people who love you, who will accept you, who will bring you in with open arms. That is so important. And another example, perhaps we're in a relationship and you're with your significant other. They're peer pressuring you about the money. You don't make enough money. So you go out there and you do things that's illegal. Why? Because you feel bad. You feel like you failed your partner. So you go out there and you try to make money by any means necessary. But that leads with consequences. And eventually it's going to catch up with you. But I'm here to tell you that if someone who loves you wouldn't put you down, they wouldn't peer pressure you into go out there and make money, to throw it in your face. If the person who you are, if you're with your wife, you're with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever different types of scenario, if they love you for who you are, they will work with you. You guys will work as a team. Okay, we may not have a lot of money, but we're going to figure this out. We're going to work together. Um, And sometimes we're peer pressured into trying to make things happen, and they don't care how you get the money. You need to bring some more money home now, or I'm leaving you. And that just brings us so much pressure and stress. And that's something that we don't need. So find somebody who loves you for who you are. And there's good times and there's bad times in relationships. It's not always going to be good. So we have to make sure that we're with the person who's going to be there with us through thick and thin. I have some personal experience with peer pressure. In high school, I was labeled as an Oreo. And what is an Oreo? And I'll explain that in a second. I want to apologize in advance if I, offend anybody. I don't mean to do that. I just want to bring some clarification. So, an Oreo is, as you can see with my appearance, I'm African American, a young African American man. But in high school, I was labeled as an Oreo, and that means I'm black on the outside, but I'm white on the inside. And I was confused. I didn't understand what that meant. I wasn't bullied of any sort of sense, but they felt I didn't belong because based on the color of my skin or, my ethnicity, that I didn't act the way that I should act because, you're an African American, but you don't talk like us. You don't behave like us, the way how you conduct yourself. And it was just the way how I was raised. I've always talked like this. I enjoy talking with people and communicating with people, but based on my outside appearance, they felt I didn't belong because I wasn't behaving like them. So it's like, you don't belong with us. You're an Oreo. And, I was often peer pressured into doing things that I didn't want to do. But the main important thing I want to bring about this is that know your value, know your self-worth. Don't allow people to change anything about yourself and who you are as a person. Each and one of us is special. We have our own personalities. We have our own unique beliefs that makes us tick because it makes us who you are as a person. Surround yourself with positive people and positive things will happen. So that's my brief speech on peer pressure. I want to close here. I hope you guys find the video helpful. What do you guys think about peer pressure? What are some of the situations that you guys find yourself in about peer pressure? What are your stories? I love to hear them. Feel free to leave a comment and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and happy Easter. And stay safe, everybody. Until next time, peace out.